like, I've been looking for a new song, but I feel like nothing go hit like the in the air. We like,
But-
okay, kinda.
You rolling?
Nah, I'm with it.
Oh, okay. No, he say they just it's really for the monetized channels.
The only thing they ain't gonna do, they ain't gonna publish it. They ain't gonna recommend it on brothers' channels or people's channels. It's just like you gotta
Okay.
kind of find it, you can find it.
Con.
But if you making money from it, they gonna cut the shit.
Right. They gonna take it off.
We can keep it if you want to. Shit.
I have a disclaimer on
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And your double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and as well as their elders, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing His word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. And there's a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone Houston camp or the Houston church, and the Wadi Habashim Awashai for blessing us with another opportunity, another day to come out and prophesy. You know, the chant Babylon the Great down, which we have found out here in the end days that Babylon the Great in the scriptures is America. And they're lined up with prophecy.
Right.
Everything lined up in prophecy. And what's our job here today and what's our message? First and foremost, we are here to proclaim and tell our people that we are the Israelites, the biblical Israelites of the Bible, in which today our people mainly consist of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, we have, as Israelites, been scattered to the four corners for hundreds to thousands of years. So we will look like other nations. We gonna look like the so-called white man, the Asian man, the real African, the Hamite, right? Ishmael, Elam, so on and so forth. We go look like other nations but the whole part, the Israelites are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So that's the main part of our job, to come out and push the good news to our people, the Israelites. To tell them, look, wake up and repent. We at the end of the world and we got an opportunity to be saved. Your Lord is coming back. Now what's the other part of this message? To tell the heathens what time it is. Tell them the judgment that's coming to them for one, what they done to the Israelites, oppressing the Lord people, and also the blasphemies that the Edomites have done towards the Lord, man. You know, and the breaking down of this world. So that's the part of the gospel, and that's why we are here to tell our people we are the Israelites. We are about to get out of captivity, and to also tell the nations their judgment, and also to expose the so-called white man, which is, you know, a part of the gospel, a part of end-time prophecy. Because we come to find out the so-called white man, he ain't just a Caucasian. No, that's the nation of Edom, the wicked of the Bible, as the Bible say. And the day of the Lord can't come unless that was to happen. Brothers got anything? Yeah, now we can get that 2 Thessalonians. Brothers got something? You got it. Let's get 2 Thessalonians 2. We can start at 1. Because it's certain things that gotta happen. Can a brother get first? 2nd Ezra 4:37. The day of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, can't come except a few events happen. And that's to show you how close we are to the end of the world. I know people have been saying for many years, we at the end of the world. No, we truly at the end of the world now. And it's backing itself up and proving it. But a few things got to happen. Let's read that first, Zach.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 4 and verse 37. It says, "For the Most High has weighed the time upon a scale, and measured the years with a measure, and diligently counted the days, and will change nothing until the previous designated measure is fulfilled."
Okay, read that. What version that is?
This is just it's a KJV, but it's kind of
This KJV is worded different, but I like it. Let's read it again.
It says, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 4 and verse 37.
Because what it's going into, Esdras, he was asking the Lord, like, you know, I know your prophecies, I know the promises, but it's not happening. When is this going to happen? Esdras wanted to just skip everything and get to the kingdom. But the Lord told him, no, that's not how I move. I set up certain things in world history that got to take place, and I'm not going to skip over that and do something else before that be fulfilled. No, everything got to be in its proper order before we can get out of here. And it's things written before Yahweh Shai can come back. You got it, all right?
The second Ezra chapter 4 and verse 37. It says, for the Most High has weighed the time upon a scale and measured the years with a measure.
In other words, he have thought about the end and the beginning. You got it.
And diligently counted the days, and will change nothing until the previously designated measure is fulfilled.
Right, so he ain't gonna go to the next step of his movie until scene 5 be fulfilled. He ain't gonna go to scene 12 until scene 8 be fulfilled. So our Lord Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, he can't come except what? The mark of the beast be mandated, which is the RFID micro seal, the so-called white man be exposed. That look, that's the wicked of the Bible. That's the wicked of the Bible. Also, what else got to come out? The Great Awakening that we the Israelites, and then eventually World War III. That's gonna be fought with missiles, man. ICBM missiles. These are some of the main events that got to take place before our Lord can come back. Now you're gonna have little things in the midst of that, as Jacob's Trouble say, famines, riots, uproars, so on and so forth. But the main things, it ain't much left in the Bible to be fulfilled. That's it on that. What you got, huh?
I got the Thessalonians too.
Let's get 2 Thessalonians.
Starting at the top.
Done.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1.
And you know that, just to mention that, because people say, well, the Bible say that we don't know the time or the day, right? That's true. We don't know the year. We don't know the year or the date, the exact date, but we do know the time. The Lord, he ain't say, well, and Esdras asked that in 2 Esdras 8 going into 9. He said, Lord, exactly when these things go come, you showed me everything. The Lord said, no, look, go examine the times yourself. Let's get that first. Can you start at 8 out? 8 and 15, let's start at 61, I think. It says, and now is my judgment at hand. It should be 60 or 61. Yeah, man, we're at the end of the world, man. Everything that's set to happen is happening. 60 is at 60, 2nd Ezra 8, 60.
2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 60. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them.
Hey, and that's 2/3 of our people, man. The Lord gave us this blessing in captivity. Man, I was thinking about that the other day, like, bro, I'm really an Israelite. Like, it was, the epiphany moment, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, bro, we got a chance to get saved. Like, the Lord, like, let us know his secrets, little us, But it's like, Jake don't care about that. Jake took the Lord's word and say, like Lil Boosie, shoe God. All right, well, the Lord, that's what he's telling you. He set up paradise for you, and you just pushed him out the way. And therefore, that's what he's going to say next. Now my judgment at hand.
I was going to say, just like Apostle Gabar went live. Yeah, Apostle Gabar went live, and he had brothers post on a comment board, the amount of people that are in these different religions. Like Christianity, Muslims, Hindu, Buddhism. It's millions and millions of people. And like the brother said, for us to be called, for now, Lord willing, we hope to be saved, of that few number, that remnant. Hey, that's a small number, man. And like the brother said, having that epiphany moment, like, hey, this is a major thing, man. And then to be able to be saved, not only us, but our close family, hey, that's a big ordeal, man. Prophesying the downfall of this kingdom, that's a big ordeal. Not a lot of people are doing this. Most people are they don't have the courage to do this. They don't have the spirit to do this.
I got a precept. This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their God. For I will give them in heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. And we're fulfilling that through prophecy right now. Here we are in the land of our captivity, where the majority of the nation of Israel don't even know that they belong to the Most High. They don't understand that they are the true princes of the power. They think they're black, African Americans, Mexicans, whatever you got, right? But that's the part where you can't go against. This fulfills prophecy, and those that are able to partake in this, like the brother's saying, hey, yes, it is that time to be excited, man. We are here in the last days, knowing what the scriptures are talking about, knowing who our power is.
I hit it.
No,
But
no.
continuing on, it says in verse 32,
Real quick,
you got it.
on what you just had spoke on. I will go to Hosea right quick.
About to make a quick point while you're flipping. One of the key points in that precept in that scripture that brother brought out was the name. That's, hey, you need that name for salvation. You can read that Acts 4 and 12. Calling upon Yahweh by Hashem, which is in the name, and Yahweh Shai. You need Yahweh and Yahweh Shai for deliverance. Ultimately, you have to be an Israelite and you have to be a chosen amongst the nation of Israel in order to be saved here in our captivity. This place is going to be laid desolate. ICBM thermonuclear fire will touch this place.
God, this is Hosea chapter 1 verse 9. Then said Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, call his name Lo Ami, or in the Paleo La I'm Yah. For ye are not my people, and that's exactly what La I'm Yah mean. La is not, I'm Yah is people. Well, my people. So the Lord saying not, I'm Yah, my people. It says, yet, well, so let me go to the top. Hosea 1 and 9, then said Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, call his name Lo I Me, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So this is going to, like you were saying, all people don't know that they are the Israelites, nor do they even care. You know, because it's been told to them their whole life, you Mexican, you a Negro, you a Native American, Indian, whatnot, you know. And when their own people come out and tell them, hey, y'all Israelites, the best thing you could be, period. They fan the hand. It's like you reading, they got this stiff neck. Like when you read Ezekiel 38, and the Lord say, I will put hooks in your jaws to what? To turn them. I said, Jake got a stiff neck. They don't want to follow. They don't want to be told shit. They want to go their way. Because to repent is to what? Meaning back. Pit meaning sorrow. You got to go back. You got to turn. To go back to sorrow. You know, Jake don't want to turn. They stiff neck. You know. But yeah, you know, I just want to go into that. You got it, brother. I ain't want to get you off track.
Nah, that's it. It remind me of, you know how back then the shepherds, they have a goat.
Right, yeah.
It was a sheep goat, and pretty much what it was like a stick with like a hook.
Yeah, with that,
hook.
right.
With the sheep, you know, once they get off, you have to put that shit, you know, not in their mouth, but turn them around with
Yeah,
that.
you got to turn them, yeah.
But that's the same thing the Lord doing right now. He's calling the Israelites back by word of word, man. And that's whether you can receive it or not. All in this, that's people think it's just like a new thing we doing, as if this is a movie, like the Black Panthers or something, or the what it is, the NFC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Remember him? All right, where you at, Dr. Grandmaster Jake? But this ain't a regular.
Yeah, he
movie.
locked up, man.
He locked up. Like,
He locked up.
But people think it's just like random Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans got together and turned on the cameras. No, but this was written in Bible prophecy for that to happen in the last days, for the Israelites to wake up who they are, stand on their feet and to prophesy against the nations, what's coming to this kingdom, Babylon the Great, which is America, and also to tell our people who we are. This is written. Matter of fact, Moses wrote about it. Let's get that first. Can you get a Deuteronomy? Let's start at 29. Moses wrote about it. What you got? Matter of fact, it was in Baruch, right? Let's finish that because Baruch quoted Moses.
I'll pick it. This is Baruch chapter 2 in verse 32.
Matter of fact, you want to read that first? Let's do this. Let's start at 28, because he's gonna tell you, look, he pulled a precept from Moses. Well, Moses, you know, how now we say Isaiah 62, 61, and he gonna say what Moses said. He pulling a precept. You got it.
This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 28.
And then we're gonna go to the prophecy he talking about to show Moses prophesied about all this, man.
It reads, "As thou spakest by thy servant Moses, in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying, If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them." Verse 30, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
Right, now remember, this Baruch talking about what Moses said. Keep reading now.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves."
Stop right there. In the land of our captivities, we gonna remember ourselves.
Right with Hosea.
Yep, right. Just they would have just pulled it out, because where's the main place of our captivity? Yeah, we scattered to the four corners, but it's right here in Babylon the Great, America. And then also to land back off the other ties of PowerPoint, why is it such a big deal about the Israelites' captivity here in America? Why we had to remember ourselves here? In every captivity, we knew who we were.
Right.
In the Babylonian captivity, we knew we was Israelites. Nebuchadnezzar knew. In the Medo-Persian Empire, which today the Iranians, the Persians, right? We knew we was Israelites. They knew because Cyrus let us go back and build a temple. In the Greek Empire, we knew that we was Israelites, and they knew. Because Alexander the Great was told by the priest where he was in prophecy, and also in 2nd Maccabees is written how Antiochus the Fourth didn't want us to live and act like Israelites.
Right.
We had to call ourselves Greeks. In the Roman Empire, we knew we was Israelites. How? Because Yahushua knew he was Israelite, John the Baptist, the apostles, disciples, they had the temple, the law, they had the synagogues, the customs. They knew we was Israelites. We knew we was Israelites in every other captivity. In what place did we not know who we were? Right here in America, it was beat out of us. What's your name, boy? Kutha. No, it's Toby. What's your name, boy? You know?
Right.
Malak. No, it's Timmy. Come on, man. What's your name, boy? It's yeah, you feel me? What's your name, boy? It's give me a Hebrew name. No, yeah, no, it's Tahim Sanchez. No, man, that's what happened, Leroy.
Right.
That's what happened. Right here in this captivity is where everything was taken from us. This is the place that we had, the main place we was gonna have to remember who we were. Can you read that for one more time, bro?
Con, this is Baruch chapter 2 and verse,
Oh no, just in the one who say in the land of your captivity.
Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves."
Right, because before they said was gonna be scattered. Can you read Deuteronomy 29 and start at the second and last verse? 29 and 27. Yep.
Now, this is Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 27.
This is Baruch was quoting.
"And the anger of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, was kindled against this land to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book. And the Lord rooted them out of their land in anger and in wrath and in great indignation, and cast them into another land, and it is this day, as it is this day."
Now, but just think about this too, because I think you brought it up a couple weeks ago, Elder Tazapah. Once upon a time, Moses had compassion on the Israelites. Oh, don't kill them.
Right.
Don't do it. You know, they your people, you chose them. But when you notice Moses, right when the law was about to take him out and bring him back to the spiritual realm, and he's seen everything, Moses, like, he didn't say if y'all do this. He was like, y'all gon' go off in the land. Y'all gon' sin. The Lord gon' cash off. Y'all go into slavery on ships. He was telling them what was gonna happen. He seen it. So right here, he's seen them go into another land. Now, this is the thing. Going back to Baruch, everything Baruch saying, he's seen that. What's the other land? He even seen the northern kingdom coming over here. Over he had to see America, because remember it said that Moses seen the beginning, the middle, and the end. He had to see America and everything. But that other land, when you go into that word, is Akar. Something happened to the thing, right?
Oh, is it?
When you go into that word, another land, in Deuteronomy is Akar Aratazah, which is another land. Now, what's that synonymous with? Osiris. It's 2nd Esdras 13. Osiris, that other land. But let's
Yeah,
read this.
it ain't gonna let you.
This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 29. It reads, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
So that's what Baruch said, and what else?
Verse 31, and shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them in heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name.
Think upon my name. When you go into the word think, just a side note, and put that word think into the etymologyonline.com, it goes into remember. So it's not just that we remember who we are, we remember the name of our power. It ain't God, just Jehovah or Jesus. No, it's Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But again, going back, Baruch was quoting what Moses said. Let's go to Moses' actual prophecy, because that's talking about now. Again, as crazy as it sounds, what we doing is Bible prophecy. You got it, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 28. And it says, and the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, rooted them out of their land in anger and in wrath and in great indignation.
Now remember, Moses telling them what's going to happen.
And cast them into another land as it is this day.
Another land as it is this day.
Verse 29, the secret things belong unto the Lord, our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
You got it. Next chapter. Because remember, it's broken up into chapters, but we got to remember, these things are being said. Moses was out telling the Israelites this. It was an audience of people. He was just talking to them. Look, the Lord, y'all going to go off. The Lord going to cast you out the land. Yeah, he revealed all this unto us. Now he about to continue on what he was saying. You got it?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it says, and it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass as y'all in these other lands, right?
When all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, thy power, have driven thee.
America got to be included in that. You got it, bro.
Verse 2, and shalt return unto the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul.
So that's what Moses said. Baruch said the same thing, right? Because he was quoting him. Moses said it first. In the land of our captivities, we was going to go off. We was going to be casted out of our land, be scattered everywhere. The main land was going to come to us right here in Babylon the Great. As it said in the book of Jeremiah, that the children of Judah and the children of Israel were oppressed together. And all that held them fast, held them captive, and refused to let them go. This is the main land. But he said, but it shall come to pass, as y'all die, y'all was going to remember the sins of y'all fathers, remember the blessings, the curses, and y'all going to start to praise me again, y'all and y'all children. Even when you look out, brothers, when you see brothers' sons, they come up and salute you, man. Our children talk to each other in the Hebrew. My daughter say some stuff, and I'll be like, I don't want to be like, hey, what that mean? I'll go ask her mama, like, what y'all going over, Because she think I know, my daughter, she, but no, our children conversing about that. I come home, my little 2-year, Daddy, how was camp? Yeah. Come on, man, our children understand, they call on Yahweh, they call on Yahweh Shai, man, they know not to eat pork. They know these things, they know the customs. The point is, that's a part of Bible prophecy. Let's continue in that, because let's see what else Moses is going to say. Just to show how close we are. That's what we started with. How close are we really to the end of the world, man? It's not much we got left. This brother brought out one, how the Great Awakening was one. You got it?
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 3. Then the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy power hath scattered thee.
What's that talking about? The coming of Yahweh. When the Lord gathered us from everywhere all across the world while he scattered us, when the next time that's going to happen? When the Lord come back, man. Again, Moses literally telling us everything we waiting on. Deuteronomy 30 is a prophecy about these times.
That's when we'll be in the new covenant. That's when we'll be fully in the new covenant. When the Lord returns us, well, when he gathers us, and then we'll return to our land. That's one of the main parts of the covenant, that we will get our land back. And until that happens, we're not in a new covenant. It's like,
that's perfect. That's the spirit, because Moses is about to say that. To back the brother up, yes, this he gonna say the new covenant here in the few. Now he ain't gonna say new covenant, but we're gonna see what it said. You got it, Doc. So one thing Moses said, in the land of our captivities was gonna be scattered. In captivity, as we were scattered, was gonna remember the sins of our fathers, our power, even our children. Right. Then he said after that, what? You can read that verse again? Just to show you how close we are.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 3, and it says that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy power hath scattered thee.
You know what this line up with? Revelation 11. How we was dead bodies, then we woke up in America, that great city, and right after that it went to us being saved. Just to show you its main things, because we know between us waking up and just being saved, it's things between that. But Moses said the same thing. We're going to wake up and salvation right there. Just little things between us. You got it, huh?
I got one real quick for what you just said. This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 10. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead. You mentioned Revelation 11, so that don't apply to us, since we done came into this truth, but we were at one time defiled with the dead. This is that strange country, that other land. We're in it. All right, so we were defiled with the dead by what? Celebrating Christmas, getting into Halloween. We'll be taking our children trick-or-treating Thursday. If we wasn't for this truth, some of us, all of the dead shit we was doing, we were defiled with the dead. We were in that congregation of the dead. Then the Lord saw fit to bring us out to this marvelous light, so that we might have life. So I just said, when you had said that, I was like, shit, I got you. I was just reading, but you got it. Just do Baruch 3 and 10.
Yeah, even that, to show you how that, going back to what Moses said, us and our children, we was walking in the neighborhood yesterday, and then my family, my son in the school, they got all the Halloween shit up. And brothers who got children, the truth, especially their young eyed children, like super green. They don't really know evil, kind of Adam and Eve was. They didn't really know wickedness, because they don't see that. They ain't raised around it. So he looking like, oh, what's that? There's a skeleton. What's that? And I kept on telling him, look, man, that's his wickedness. I was like, look, I wish I would come save us from all this stuff. Like, it's creepy. I was like, yeah. And, you got to tell him stuff like that to pull him from that. But it's just, just the extra BS. But it's all, again, going into prophecy, man, just putting that energy of Israelites, the kingdom, even on our children. That's happening now, man. You got it, Doc.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 4. It says, if any of thine be driven out unto the outermost part of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee.
Right, and this Moses still talking about the second coming of the Lord. That's when it's going to happen. You got it?
And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed.
Who's the fathers? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Come on. Moses seen everything. In y'all captivity, y'all gonna wake up. Y'all gonna remember the Lord, you and your children. then the Lord gonna come and save y'all from everywhere, then y'all gonna go back home.
Got it?
And thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Here go the second covenant. You got it.
Time. And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
Second covenant, man.
Right?
Right there. That's when that's gonna happen. That's when Hebrews 8:8, Jeremiah, what that is, 30, 31 and 30, 31. That's when that's gonna happen. That's when we have to be taught of the Lord. Can a brother get one of them real quick? Hebrews 8:8 and 1. That's when that's gonna happen, when Yahweh shall come back, save the Israelites, change our bodies to put the laws, statutes, and commandments in us, man. Then that's when he said, circumcise your hearts. That's when that's gonna be changed. See, Moses already gave the blueprint. So if Moses did it today, then you got all these new covenant guys, you'll be doing a response to Moses. And you're going, no, Moses, we already in the new covenant because Jesus gave his blood.
I can see him doing that, so like, just like they doing Apostle Paul. You know, they trying to discredit Apostle Paul like he wasn't taught by Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, shit, Moses was too, you know, if you know, you know. Moses was too, shit. Yeah, who's that something?
I got it.
But this one that's gonna happen, can you read that one more time? Moses said it first.
Time. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 6. And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
You got it.
Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord.
So not the first covenant, which is Moses, when he came down with the 2 tables of stone. Israel said, we do, and then he took the blood of the animals and sprinkled it on Jake. That was it, and we had to try it. It was circumstances. And if y'all do this, I got y'all with this. If y'all break them, then this is what y'all got to go through. That was the first covenant. So not that one, but a new one. You got it.
Hebrews 8:10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
So that's when that's going to be fulfilled. Moses prophesied that's that second covenant going to be fulfilled after we get saved from the 4 corners. That's when that's going to happen, when our bodies get changed. It only makes sense. Even I know Elder Yashawamba like to make this point. Even the first covenant came after Egypt. We didn't get it in Egypt just because Moses came with the truth. And look, this is the Lord going to do. Because he showed me he going to say from Pharaoh, watch this, through the staff down. No, he still had to wait till we got out of Egypt first. We're going to have to wait till we get out of this Egypt first, man. Well, you can finish out, because it's going to be something else that's going to happen. Because you know, we always get Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Then the Lord will put the curse on your enemies. That's literally for this time. That's literally talking about now. You know, vocabulary will say, well, that was in Deuteronomy. According to this context, that's why context is so important. According to this context, what Moses has been talking about was going to be cast into other lands, and in these other lands, we're going to remember ourselves, who we are as a people. We're going to come back to who we are. Eventually, the Lord is going to save us. When he saved us, from the 4 corners, we're going to be changed. Our minds are going to be changed, a new covenant. And this is what else is going to happen. Because look, that's going to be in a chariot. We're going to have to come down. Once we come down, this is what's going to happen.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Then it's going to be on. Then it's going to be on. That's the point in time when, that's that. You know you're fucked up, right? That's when it says, and the saints shall take the kingdom, man. That's when that's gonna happen. So Moses literally seen everything. Everything we going through now, our forefather Moses seen that. He was the king, he was a prophet. That man seen that, we living it. Going back to the point, everything is happening. There's a few little prophecies we waiting on.
Yeah, brother got something major problems. Well, no, I was gonna say that it was Jeremiah 31 and 31. That Hebrews 8 and 8 was quoted. I just want to throw that out there too, in case of brothers here.
It says, this is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, and the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. I mean, hey, we can look we can look around. Who is persecuting the Hebrew Israelites? You know, all the other nations. All the other nations are going to have to go into captivity. You know, all of them, every one of them, because of what they have done to the apple of the Lord's eye. You know, his children, his firstborn, as it states in Exodus.
Right. I got to appreciate it. I was gonna say that Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Like I love when I heard the elder apostles go into. We're gonna have an intergalactic slave trade. That's what we're hastening the day for. When the Lord he's preparing many mansions for us, these different planets, different galaxies. Hey, we're gonna be transporting slaves. Hey, we teleport your ass and get right to work.
And that's in the scriptures in Joel, 3rd chapter. The Lord says, since y'all sold my sons and daughters afar off, I'm gonna sell y'all sons and daughters afar off. And we had, like the brother said, because we ain't just gonna go back to the wooden boats and shit.
Yeah.
The ship named Jesus, we gonna bring that back. No, you got it, right?
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So that's what you want to speak on? Well, that's whenever the script is going to be flipped. See, that's the thing. The Lord, you can't upset prophecy. This still has to circle down the drain too. We live throughout the incarnations of the curses, the captivities, but finally the Lord says, now he's going to take these curses off of us, which is captivity is a part of it, and he's going to give it unto these other nations that did it unto us. So after that, now let's see what goes on to play out. Because as the brother was reading, you can't deny prophecy, man. So going on Jeremiah chapter 30 in verse 17, it says, so after that it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. And that's the product of a cursed nation. You can't tell that we are the true Lord's people right now because we've been smitten. The Lord treated us like an enemy would treat us. He allowed the nations to get over us. Now we became the tail and not the head. So that's why you have people looking at us like we're out here crazy. What are these niggas talking about? What are these Mexicans talking about? But little did you know, let's keep reading what the scriptures say. Jeremiah chapter 30 in verse 18, it says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. So our captivity is going to be turned. We're not going to be in this position for too much longer, man. That's the beauty of knowing these scriptures. The scriptures tell us, what is that? I can't think off top. In 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah, that's whenever our captivity is going to be turned. Right now, the Lord just has us displaying or living out prophecy. That's it. But if we keep reading, this has to take place. So it says we're going to return back home and we're going to dwell in the place that the Lord gave us to us, that he promised unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 19, it says, and out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and the voice of them that make merry. and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. Didn't the Lord say he was going to make us few in number because of our transgressions, because we didn't hearken unto him? So now you see the reverse taking place. It says, I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. So that's what we have to come. We lived out the oppression and the captivities, but now it's time to fulfill this side of prophecy also. You got it.
It's like the brother had said, this is Revelations chapter 13, starting at verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right.
So listen up, this is what's going to come.
Listen good,
It says,
listen real.
he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So what was Esau's blessing? The sword. Who is Jacob been in captivity under? Well, all 12 tribes. Esau. So guess what? Your future is captivity. You know, that is a true, what do you call it? A true recompense, reparation. Reparations is beating your back and putting your neck in stocks of iron. That's what it is.
Man, getting our riches back, man, the resources of the earth. You know, once you can, like, you know, even the Rothschilds say that, whoever control the resources, the money, they control the people. You know? But all these things gotta happen and gotta play out. We to the point that, can everybody get Lamentations 4 real quick by King W, verse 21 by Bishop? We're at the point to where, for the Israelites, it's the last captivity. We at the end of it, man. Time wasn't just gonna be like this forever, you know, just America and that's it, because this is not the kingdom of heaven. America, is not the kingdom of heaven. Like it says in 2 Ezra 7, this is not the end where much glory doeth abide. So telling us it got something else to come after, and there's something else to come after, what nation is it ran by? You know? But we finding out this the last captivity for us as Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man.
Right.
And now we come to realize, damn, everything the heathens done to us, the Lord gonna let us do that to them
Righteousness.
in righteousness. Let's get that out. Let's bring that out. This the last captivity, man. That's why we coming out here so bold like that. And we know it's true. Look at how forefathers Moses and Moses, Aaron, when they went out to prophesy, because the Lord, he gave examples. He showed them it was happening. When we look out into the world right now, everything we saying is happening.
Right.
Sea hips in head and hands right now. Missiles in the silos. Come on, man. You got it, huh?
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
The so-called white man, woman, and child, the nation of Edom. That's your biblical nationality. Not a Caucasian, not a Russian, not a European, Italian.
Yeah.
No, your biblical nationality are the Edomites, or Esau. You got it.
Lamentation 4:21.
So the Lord talking to you right here.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Right, so the Lord telling the nation of Edom, look, you better hurry up and enjoy yourself, live it up. And that's true. Now that we really think about that, that's so true. Because after this, you about to go through, oh man, bro. After this, you about to go through 1,000 long years of hardcore slavery. Not just you, because we talking about these heathens too, all of them.
Right.
But it start with Esau, because people will make that, well, why y'all always talk about the white man? It's a reason. Because one, this is our last captivity. It's also written in prophecy that the Lord Yahushua, who the world called Jesus, was going to come back to an Edomite rule kingdom. And we also got to talk about him more than the heathens, because he do more than the heathens. This man not only oppressed the Israelites, he blasphemed the Heavenly Father, blasphemed his Son, blasphemed the angels, destroyed the heavens, destroyed the earth. That's why we talk about him so much, man. So the Lord said, look, you better hurry and live it up, because you got to go through a lot of shit. Even in the kingdom of heaven, he's still, but the Lord got it to where the nations hate Esau now, right? In the world to come, that shit gonna follow you. The nations still gonna hate you, man. You still gonna be despised. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, just to add on to it, too, Esau Edom was in authority whenever Yahushua was crucified. Don't forget that. And two, in the land of this captivity, Esau Edom is ruling, and they're the ones that crucified the Lord in this time. They eliminate Yahushua, and they put up a Caesarea Borgia. They feed you Christianity and all this other bullshit. So that's something to be considered too.
That's twice Revelation 11 came up. Whole Revelation 11. You finished on that lamentation?
I got one more verse.
Yeah, finish that. Hold called lamentation. No, somebody hold Isaiah 24. That's about 20.
Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
So with the Lord equating right here, the Israelites' last captivity is under the nation of Edom. He said, once you're done with this one, you ain't gonna no more go into captivity. But now it's your payback, Edom. That's what the Lord gonna say. You know, it's beautiful because in Obadiah, which is a whole chapter of the Edomites' judgment, it goes into Esau's judgment. But the Lord said in verse 15, but all the heathens gonna be judged when Esau get judged. Right? So to show, yeah, the Lord pinpoint Esau for the last heathen rulership to be judged, but in Esau being judged as the main enemy of the Israelites, all nations gonna fall, man. And then we gonna rule over all y'all in the kingdom. That's where we at. And these things have to happen. If the statue in Daniel was fulfilled from the Assyrio-Babylonian Empire to the Medo-Persian, to the Greeks, to the Romans, to the revised Roman Empire, America, NATO, and the EU, the stone gotta come. Right. He ain't wake up before the stone hit. He ain't wake up, the stone gotta come, man. You got it. So like you're telling me, you got it.
You good. Make your point, right?
The stone gotta come, you gotta go.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Read it again.
Lamentation 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
So it's just like you was going into earlier. So it's the daughter of Zion are us. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans predominantly, but wherever you may be scattered throughout the four winds of the earth, and the Most High gave you ears to understand what we're talking about out here, you more likely an Israelite, right? You know, I can pretty much guarantee it. All right, but yeah, like you were speaking, shit, it's a measure. Our punishment, the punishment of our iniquity is accomplished, but there's still a measure left to be meted out, and we got to ride through it. All right? But us having this gospel symbolizes that our captivity is done. We know because we got the gospel. What is this gospel? Life. Shit, you can't have life in captivity. That's why, like we were going into, the Lord had to bring us out of captivity before he gave us the law, because the law is life. You can't live in captivity. That's what Paul said, I'm a prisoner of Yahushua Mashiach, because I got to tell people in the world, I don't have a life. Oh, when you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, hey, well, I say Lord will. Shit, when something come up, you know, with the church, you know, shit, that's where I'm going to be. You know? I'm here with the Akyon, you know, as much as I can. But yeah, man, see, I can't call my own shots of what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go, you know, to a certain extent. But that's what comes with this thing. I know what Paul meant when he said, I'm a prisoner. You're not supposed to have your own life in this truth. You're supposed to give your life to Yahushua.
Right.
Say what he wants you to say. Where he wants you to say it. When he wants you to say it. Do what he wants you to do. So go ahead from the top, all right?
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished.
So it's done. But you say, well, you still, yeah, we still. There's still prophecies left. Now you mentioned the stone. We waiting on the stone to drop. Go ahead, Doc.
O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right, as the brother was reading, Most High is bringing again the captivity of Judah and Israel. And we're coming together, pursuant to Baruch. Baruch chapter 4. Well, read on, brother.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
So that's where Esau is at right now. Esau is being visited, you know, little by little. Most High incrementally easing them persons on their ass because, you know, you see on TikTok, Facebook, you know, all the social media sites, X and all that shit, Instagram, Edomites on there crying about their own goddamn society fucking them over. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. You see Jake sometime. But we know Jake ain't got shit. That's why Jake don't be on there complaining. We used to not having shit. Esau not used to that, so he take to the social media and think somebody gonna give a fuck. We laugh at your goofy ass. Yeah, we laugh at your goofy ass. Y'all ain't give a fuck about us putting us through pure goddamn hell.
Right.
Now you catching a real and you want a grown men lie to Edomite women, but grown men too. It's a shame how FEMA fucked over y'all. Welcome to the curses, bitch.
Right. That's right.
Welcome to the curses. Get used to it. Get accustomed to that. Cause that's your
Future.
Yeah,
that's your future.
That's your present. That's your present and future.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah.
So go on, get accustomed to that. You know, like shit, put it on you. It look good on you. Yeah, it look good on you. Cause y'all don't belong in suits and running shit. Y'all done fucked up everything. Most High gonna put you where you belong.
That's right. Bases of men. But like
Yeah, the base belong at the base,
Yeah,
the bottom. That's why everything is upside down, because the Most High put the base at the top. So everything is topsy-turvy. But he's getting ready to reverse it, put it right. Right side up.
Like I say, like Elder Altazar, he did a video about he was going into the concept of pulling yourself up by the bootstrap. Pull yourself up by the bootstrap. Like I used to tell us, get over it. You can make it in America. Everybody has a chance, right? We equal, right? Let's see how that plays out.
That's some bullshit, ain't it? You need help, motherfucker telling you shit. Yep, help yourself. Yeah, that's some bullshit, ain't it? Right. Go ahead, right?
This is
That was it, right?
Yeah, that was it, Elder.
Go to Isaiah 24, because like you said, you know, they had their time of rejoicing. All right? Even the elite right now, they're not sleeping easy. They're not rejoicing. They're in straits. They got everything, but they're in straits. Because they're trying to do the impossible. They're trying to make straight that which the Most High made crooked. They're trying to forge for themselves. Really, what they're trying to do is usurp the kingdom, the rulership, the next rulership. They're trying to usurp it. And that's what Esau is. He's a usurper. All right? That's why Jacob had to get up over on your bitch ass. Because you're a usurper. Go ahead, brother. I guess we start at 10.
This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
Babylon.
Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
So, and the Most High is the one systematically breaking this place down, this city of confusion. Babylon in itself goes back to the Hebrew root for Baal, which means confusion. So this being Babylon mean, shit, the confusion is gonna go on and on. We're gonna babble on. We're gonna have confusion ongoing. You know? But anyway, this is the land of confusion. People don't know what gender they are. A man with the same gender just freaking off with you know, where you got PDF files just running, you know, everywhere. All right? This is the city of confusion. Government is turning on its people. It's so much confusion right now. All right? Women over men, talking down like they, you know, is some type of, you know, cause the white man gave you a little authority and a little position. That don't mean the Most High changed it. The Most High about to show you how, you know, just how much of a, well, you women, all right? The Most High getting ready to show you why you are the weaker vessel, all right? And the reason a lot of women got these big ass heads is because men are now being the weaker vessel. You know, the roles have been reversed. This is that city of confusion. So go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 24, in verse 11, there is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Right, there's a cry for understanding in the street. That wine will be this gospel, ultimately. But people are going to be wanting answers, all right? Wine can be symbolic of philosophies, ideologies, belief systems, all right? So the wine that they're going to be looking for in the streets are the prophets. They're going to be trying to get some understanding, all right? And mainly, you know, in them YouTube streets, or in them, what's that other one?
Rumble.
Yeah, in them Rumble streets. You know? We're going to try to go to the internet. Looking for that wine. There's going to be a crying out here for that wine. All right? You got it out.
Verse 12, Isaiah 24 and 12. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
Again, going back to that incrementally, the Lord is systematically and incrementally bringing this place down to the dust, as he promised in Isaiah 47. All right? Where he said, come down and sit in the dust, old virgin daughter of Babylon. Well, this, the Most High say he's breaking, or the city of confusion is broken down. That's the Lord bringing this place to the dust. All right? Hit that last verse you just read.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 12. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
So yeah, we see this place being made desolate. The USA is being hulled out, as Jake used to say. This place is being hulled out by BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, and whoever else. I mean, you got to look at it. Everybody, well, a lot of people know Kamala, the vice president, is not fit to be where she is for the position that she's playing. And it's clear if you got 2 or 3 brain cells that's firing in your, you know, in your head, then you see she's unfit, you know, to be vice, let alone to be the commander in chief. So ask yourself, how did she get there? Why is she there? BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, all right? Now, the brother Karabah was talking about, well, I forgot how it come up, but vice president's husband, he's a major shareholder of BlackRock.
Yep.
Put two and two together, you see how she got where she is. BlackRock put her in there as a goddamn a patsy to lobby for them.
And he a small head too.
Right. I mean, tell them, I know. Tell them.
Now her husband a small head. He a small head. And even he had his hand within the Dillons over there in North Carolina with the floods. This just show you how
Right,
deep
that's where I was going, but go ahead.
This just show you how deep the rabbit hole go. Like people think it's it's conspiracy. No, this stuff actually happening.
Well, it is conspiracy,
Come.
but it just ain't a theory.
That's right.
It's an actual conspiracy.
Well, like,
BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, they conspired or breathed together in conferences, in meetings, and all of that. They breathed together and came up on one consent with what they was gonna do. That's a conspiracy.
like Judge Brown says, you know, he used to represent pimps and hoes. You know, back when he was a young man,
Oh,
he
y'all
said
can come over
he could,
here.
he said he
I think you
could
have to
tell.
fight.
No, he good. They good.
He
They good. They
tell
good.
a hoe when he see one. He said, now this lady is a hoe. Now we got to find out who's the pimp. The brothers are going into who the pimp is.
Yeah, her
BlackRock,
husband.
Vanguard. These are the pimps that are pimping your your soon-to-be president, possibly.
Well, we might come back. Go to Revelation 17. Really? Yeah, you can grab it. Stay on Isaiah. At the top.
Top. This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. And it says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
All right, so you talking about pimps and hoes. So the angel here is going to show John the Revelator the judgment of the great whore, the mistress, all right, the head whore of all sorcery and witchcraft, America. So like I said, America's being hauled out. This bitch is being ran through, all right? By who? BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, along with China, Russia, shit, who else? I hadn't heard nothing, but I know Britain somewhere got their hands in this pie. They all trying to get a piece of America because that's in Esau's vision, you know. They want to part this place out.
I would say Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, because I know,
I'm sure.
because they hadn't joined the
Yeah,
BRICS.
India.
Yeah.
I'm sure India do. But I know China for sure.
Nah, China.
Yeah, I know China acquired all type of land, famous land throughout America. You know, so this place is being ran through. Like what? A whore. That's what we're reading about. Go ahead.
I believe China, if not all, but they own majority of the state parks, like like stuff like Yellowstone Park, like different. Like the other was saying, they pretty much own the majority of that. Clayton and Natalie was talking about on Redacted. It was a couple months back. But China owns pretty much more land than people really think. This when people say this is my land, this is America, this shit, you'll be surprised.
They own a lot of this shit. That's why they've been sneaking their people in across the border. All right, and they got the Northern Kingdom coming across the border. Yeah, they want to really make this a melting pot for real. And you see, Esau is going back to what I'm saying. Well, the point we're gonna prove in Isaiah, Esau is now being ostracized and what they shit. But he's being the straight white man in America. Persecuted. They're being persecuted now. If you ain't rainbow, you know, PDF file or somewhere in there with that weirdness, they want you up out of here. So a white Christian, they go to church every Sunday, clean shave, and get up and go to the job and pay his taxes, vote, and all that good shit. He, changes oil every 3,000 miles, all that shit. His ass is being persecuted now. Oh, especially them good old boys. That's why they gearing up and put that DOD directive out for them good old boys. So they not only got guns, they know how to shoot them motherfuckers. As opposed to Jake. That's why Jake got to have the switch and all of that, because they can't shoot. They spray and pray. What they call it. Spray and pray they hit the target. Because most Jake can't shoot. Shit. He started tearing your ass up with a rifle or a handgun. That's his blessing. But oh yeah, go ahead and read that out.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 2. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
So the kings of the earth have committed fornication. They ran through this bitch, America. All right? We just named it. All right? Xi Jinping, one of them for sure. Probably Prince Bin Salman. I think he's the king of the Saudis right now. I'm sure he probably parlayed a little something over here.
I was gonna say, I know China and India got like two of the biggest imports coming in, so I know for sure.
Whoever in charge of the land of Issachar. They setting up shop all up through here. They got, y'all heard of Colony Ridge? Yeah, that's the whole, I think it's like so many acres of where it's just immigrants. It's like they got acres and acres of this like shanty towns, but it's just them, and it's a lot of land that they own. But they said the cartels starting to set up shop in Texas.
Them underground tunnels.
I don't know which cartel, but one of them set up right outside of El Paso, right on the border. They just flooding this shit in, bro. But shit, whoever I'm sure that whoever run Mexico getting a cut on that. I don't know how they run that shit. But the kings of the earth have lived deliciously on America because Americans, for the most part, are consumers. All right? Programmed and trained to be consumers. And all they do, you want to buy shit they don't even need. You look at most women's closets, they have clothes they never wore and probably never will wear. You got dudes. You got the closet full of shoes. You ain't got the 2 feet. Ain't no wrong having a lot of shoes. But you really need them. That's just what we've been, programmed. But I see this inflation cutting out a lot of that consumerism though. But the kings of the earth have lived deliciously off America, but this cash cow is coming to a close. Go ahead, Ike.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 3. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into
that was the point. That's cool. Go back to Isaiah. That's all I need. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. All right? Fornication is like spiritual, well, in that case, spiritual adultery, or an act of lewdness, sexual act of lewdness. Well, there's a term in business you know, when you do business with someone, they say you're in bed with that person. You know, so that's what was going on. These rulers of these other countries around the world struck up these, in a sense, Faustian bargains to where they fuck their people, but they live deliciously. That's why I say the kings. It didn't say the nations. It say the kings, because they get all of the benefits and the money. And people live in squalor, or at poverty, or below the poverty line. You know, just like we do here in America. You know, but you can go back to that.
Pick up where I left off. This is Isaiah chapter 24 in verse 13. I'll read verse 12 again. It says, "And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." Verse 13.
Oh yeah, because I was going to say, and the brother had brought up Moline and North Carolina. That's the pattern of things to come. You're going to see desolations, more desolations here in America. All right, and the reason I'm specifically bringing out North Carolina, because those people can't go back home. Just like a lot of people during Katrina. Now they might have stayed in New Orleans, but they couldn't go back to the projects that they once lived in. You know, and that's fucked up. Because you in the projects, you ain't there because you want to be. You there because you gotta be. I don't know nobody really want to just be subject to that bullshit. You know, living, you know, like shit every day, your life on the line. Especially the New Orleans project, Calliope and all that shit. So if they was there, it's because they couldn't afford to go nowhere else. So when you destroyed that, you know, but hey, I don't know. See, we always had to make do. And nobody give a fuck about our plight, about the shit that we had to deal with and go through. So don't expect us to give a fuck about you when you now the curses is coming upon you, devils. Right. All right. The punishment of our iniquity is accomplished. So we just got to ride this on out through this Jacob's trouble, this third woe, and this hour of temptation, which is tied to the MOTB. We gotta endure all these things. All right? Then we can get that rest. So I know brothers need it. We need that rest, man. Shit, this government was doing a number on brothers.
Just to add, that's why the scriptures mention the Israelites being like pilgrims upon the earth, man. Now Esau is in that position, and it's not suiting them too well. Now they're getting a taste of everyday life for Jacob. You know, and you can see how troubling it is to them, and that's a part of their fucking downfall, man. The years have switched. We used to be in pilgrims on the earth, and that word pilgrim goes into a person seeking a holy place. That's us. They ain't got shit to seek, but the curse is coming upon them. That's it.
And two, that's how you know that's the spirit of Esau. And I got two examples that come to mind. Now, in the book of Genesis, when Esau, the father Esau, the daddy, when he gave away his blessing, and he realized that it was actually given away, because to show you, he didn't even want to give it away for real. He was just saying that. And he went to Isaac and said, Father, can I get my blessing now? And when he found out that Jacob actually had it, what he did, he started crying. He made a scene, right? Made it, you know, just played the victim. That's what he did.
You see? He thought he was going to get over it. He tried to get over it. So he thought, you know, yeah, I'm going to just tell him whatever so he can get the food. But no, the Lord put it in your spirit to say that. The Lord fixed it where you don't get nothing to eat. You know?
Hey, something to add too, how the old sayings used to go, you know, a man's word is his bond. Esau thought he could just say some loose shit.
To get around
he thought he could just say some shit. Nah, but over here, that's considered, man. Whenever we say something, it's supposed to be this like that. learning not to be so loose with our words.
Right, cause what? We learning that from back or some shit. Well, like I read, shit, defiled with the dead. You know? And like the Lord said about Esau, he was a liar and the father of it. His word ain't shit. It's never been shit. And then motherfuckers gonna go put some shit in their bloodstream that this goddamn liar told them was safe and effective.
Right. Right.
Yeah, well, that's all your
Nanotech.
yeah, all that, your blood, your blood clots, and all that. Enjoy that, you know.
You seen your article too that said people been getting sick. You got the juice.
Yeah, they still getting sick,
Yes,
but
it says upward is ramping up.
media ain't gonna say nothing. Right.
Nothing about that.
And people still dropping, dropping over, but it ain't gonna be reported as that.
But then they just come out and said that it's safe to give your child a 5 months old.
I'm still.
I mean, come on. You know, people are having sudden death syndrome. You know, and then they still saying, oh, okay, well you can give it to your infant. Really? Okay. Yeah.
But before we hit that, I want to finish this though, because you know these Edomites crying out, bro. That should show you that's Esau.
Come on.
One thing they're doing, just like the father, he cried out. He made a scene when people feel bad for him. Also, going into Luke 16, when Yahushua brought up Lazarus and the rich man. Once things switched and the rich man realized, well, shit, what he said, man, come dip the tip. Man, help me. Man, please, man. He goes on, because the rich man was on TikTok doing that shit. But no, he was crying out, like, help me. Because he wanted to ease up, but no, that's the judgment now. That's where we at. It's not going to ease up. This is what it got to be. You know, it says in the scriptures of Psalms 149, this is the judgment that was written, man, and it can't change. It was written.
Right, you did a lesson, you did a video on it,
What's that?
that actually happened with the dude you was talking about.
On TikTok,
Yeah,
crying
yeah,
out? I don't think so.
I was just talking.
Oh, okay, I thought that was real video, because they, you see it all the time.
Oh, no, I was saying like the rich man on Luke 16 was on TikTok running this shit.
Yeah, I got you. We go back to that.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 13. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as a shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done.
See, the Most High gonna come through this place, man, empty this land. Go ahead.
Verse 14, they shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, they shall cry aloud for the sea.
Who is the they? The prophets. All right? The men that you see out here sighing and crying. When we see the Lord and him really get to putting in that work, we're going to rejoice. All right? We see you Edomites catching hell, we rejoice. All right? It might just be a little rejoice, but we rejoice. All right?
Yeah, I got a precept. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and let me see where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna read this in the GNT. Sirach 30 and verse 1. In the GNT it says, Salakia, verse 36. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36 and verse 1 in the GNT it says, O Lord God of the universe, look upon us and have mercy. Make every nation stand in fear of you. Take action against the foreign nations and let them witness your power. You have used us to show them how holy you are. Now use them to show us how great you are. Going into whenever the Lord finally makes it fit for him to touch the heathens, man. Whenever finally we're going to see the Lord's power in action, whenever they are underneath the judgments of the Heavenly Father, not us no more like it is now, man. Like it says in Sirach chapter 25, what is it, 7 and 25 or
25 and 7. 25 and 7.
Sirach 25 and 7. quoting, it mentions about something that will be pleasing unto a man. It talks about seeing the downfall of your enemy. This is the day that the patients in the saints are waiting. The saints are waiting for this day, man, to see the Lord reveal his power, how he's going to judge our enemies.
Right. That's right.
Then, just to hit the point, it's a lot to read, but I want to get this point. Jumping down to verse 4, it says, well, I'm going to just keep reading verse 3. It says, take action against the foreign nations. Let them witness your power. You have used us to show them how holy you are. Now use them to show us how great you are. Let them learn, as we have learned, that there is no God, O Lord, but you. And that's something that's going to take place because these heathen are filled with pride, man. You know, like the nigga Harari. I can't pronounce his name.
Harari.
He had the Lord put the spirit in him to say, you know, we're not threatened by the Lord's judgments anymore because now we can do the thing that the Lord took away from us. So whenever the day comes that the Lord is so easily to humble somebody, so easy, man. Just like he got accounts in the scriptures, touching a nigga when it comes to their health. That's an easy judgment to make somebody on a high level come down to the very fucking bottom, man. So all of that pride is going to have to be accounted for. But continuing on, it says, give new signs, perform new miracles, show us your glorious strength. Going into the days that are approaching, it's finna get freaky, it's finna get graphic, it's finna be strange, something that we never seen. We ain't never seen a body of water open up like he did in the times of Noah, in the time of Moses, right? But it said give new signs and new miracles. So what do you think the Lord is gonna be doing to show his judgment on the heathen, where we're gonna praise the Lord from the punishments that he gives forth? So this is something to prepare your mind for. Everybody talks about peace and love, but the days we're living in, for those who know, nobody's buckling up and putting on the seatbelt for peace. Buckle up to experience the judgment of the Lord whenever he chooses to set his hand on this earth. These are the days that we're in. The overthrow of a fucking kingdom, the wicked at that, man.
That's right.
Just like Shema mentioned Friday at camp, the scriptures talk about Yahweh Shai is going to sit on the throne of David. Go back and read the accounts how King David's throne got established. 2 Kings the 8th or 2 Samuel the 8th chapter. How King David overthrew these nations by running through them and conquering and breaking them down, and the Lord was with him. So that's how it's going to be whenever Yahweh Shai makes his return. It's nothing different, it's nothing new. That's why the saints, the prophets, the believers are waiting to see the days that we're reading about in these scriptures, man. But verse 10, this is the last one. It says, crush all those enemy rulers who think they are the only people in the world who matter. And that pinpoints you fucking Edomites, you goddamn devils. That fits you perfectly. You think you're the only people that matter on this earth. You look at everybody else as cattle. You think that the Lord is really with you when he's not. And soon we want to see that happen, man. You want to see how much the Lord is against you, like he says, Jacob have I loved, but Esau I hated. That's not like with the Lord, man.
Yeah, you're right. Life don't mean shit to an Edomite unless it's his own.
Right.
He don't give a damn about nobody else's life or no other thing. No animal, no trees or shrubbery. He is a destroyer of life, but want his life to be cherished. You know? But yeah, jump away and talk about they should not drink wine with a song. We'll get to the point.
This is the back of brother. This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. It says, "These things hast thou done, and I kept silence." Well, let me get up. Let me go up a few verses. This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 17. It says, "Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest thy words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, thou consented with him, and hast been partakers with adulterers. Thou hast given thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. So thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son." Let's talk about Esau. It says, "These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. So Esau has been doing so much wickedness on the earth that he thought that the Heavenly Father was with him. But the Lord let him do these things, but he's going to be reproved. The Lord's going to turn these things around. And as they've been going into, the curses are going to fall or have been falling on Esau Edom, the wicked of the earth.
Yep. Right. Okay. What is that, 6?
Yeah, I could start at shit 4. The 7 is what you.
Go to 4.
This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4.
Going back on Esau, Edom, where, I mean, the brother went in on Esau too. Because he wants to present himself to you to be deceitful as, you know, yeah, I believe in this Bible too. I follow God. I'm a Christian. Look, you know, get you in the poor. They have you swearing on the Bible. You know, well, it's supposed to be a Christian country. You know, based on Christian beliefs, founded on Christian values. You know, it was supposed to be. But that was just for the, you know, to deceive you. All right? You know what time it is with this devil. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away.
That's the time we in.
The haughty people of the earth do languish.
The haughty, the crowd of the world, the people, the proud people are going to languish. The scripture is plain. Matthew 5, verse 5. The meek shall inherit the earth, not the haughty,
Right.
not the proud. Go ahead.
Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
All right, now we're getting somewhere. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, meaning those who are in charge. All right, because everything started with those calling the shots.
Right.
All right, if we were calling the shots, which you're going to see here soon, you'll see a whole different world. You're going to breathe with shit, further, yeah, you might be 10 feet tall. So everything going to be hitting. Food you eat going to be hitting. The air you breathe going to be, even the water. You probably go days without food that the water is going to be so nutritious and revitalizing. So much nutrients in the water itself, you go days without eating. You know, everything's gonna be hidden when we get in that rulership seat.
That's right.
And
You
if
know?
I could add too, see, that's the mindset of the hopefully elect. See, we in this position because we fucked off. We fucked it up. Everything that the Lord said was gonna happen if we disobeyed his commandments and his laws and statutes, this is the outcome. Now finally, we get it. You know, we acknowledge our offenses and we're like, not no more, we can't do this shit no more. But you got a lot of people that don't have that understanding. They don't acknowledge their offenses. They think this is just the way of life, how it's supposed to go on and be. But now you got men up here set up to come back and to give warning, like, no, this is not the way. How this shit is going on, the earth is defiled. Everything is out of order. We're in a state of suffering, in a state of captivity. We can't even, back then, whenever Moses was telling the people what was gonna happen, whoever would have thought this shit would have fucking happened like it is now. But now we see it, and now it's coming back to our remembrance. Now we know what to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah.
There it is.
But Isaiah chapter 24 in verse 5, continuing on where I left off, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
That's the root of the problem. That's the root cause. Law has been taken from the earth by the powers that be. So the solution, the answer is simple. Bring back Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's laws, statutes, and commandments, right? And enforce them and keep it. All right? Just that in itself changes things. Well, go ahead, the point coming.
Verse 6, it says, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
So that's going into the destruction of America when, you know, the third woe is going to be a thermonuclear woe. All right? And there's going to be a lot of places destroyed, but none is going to be just, you know, devastated like Babylon will be. Babylon is going to be decimated. Will really annihilate. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets cease, the noise of them that rejoice endeth.
That's what I was talking about. Remember we read Rejoice, O daughter of Edom? Read that again.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice
Oh,
ended.
the mirth, what does it say? The mirth
It says the mirth of the tabrets ceaseth,
ceases, right.
the noise of them that rejoice ended.
Okay, the noise of them that rejoice ended. All right? This is Esau's, this is his shit. All right? This is why he got all of the benefits and shit they never told us about, never shared with us, the little tax loopholes and all the shit, the little shit you could do to even to go buy a car. They don't buy cars the way niggas buy cars. They know little shit to do and they get the rebate, they fill out for the rebates, they owe. They know to ask for manager specials and all this shit. A lot of little shit they keep from us. You know? And Jake think it's a flex, cause I bought it cash.
Yeah.
He think that's a flex. These all don't spend no lump sum like most of the time. You know? A lot of times he either might be leasing.
Yeah, hell
You know?
yeah.
A lot of them lease. And they flip something new every 2-3 years. You're right.
I was gonna say too, I found out that you can use your EBT at like Whole Foods and like Sprouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had been started there, right?
Yeah.
I know it's been for a minute now.
Sam,
But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Costco, all of
I didn't think you can use it at
they
those
don't-
places.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't never do no PSAs. or
Nah.
nothing like how they laws, they'll change the laws and, you know. But anyway, these devils, go ahead,
Luke 16:8. It's Yahushua, just backing up what they were going into. It says, and the Lord commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world, and I'll read it in the NLT as well. For the children of this world are wiser in their generation than the children of light. The NLT says the rich man had to admire the dishonest rascal for being shrewd. And shrewd is
Yeah.
having or showing sharp powers of judgment, acute, astute. In other words, you know what's going on, you students. It says, for being shrewd, and it's the point. And it is true that the children of this world are more shrewd in dealing with the world around them than are the children of light.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. You know, because they, you know, Lucifer was with them. They are the light bearers. Well, we got the light. So the Most High, going back to Job 18:5, is extinguishing the light of the wicked. Now we got the light.
Hey, that's like us. I ain't gonna say us, but it made me think about the scripture in Second Ezra, the first chapter, or is the second chapter where it talks about how the heathen are gonna envy us, because they're gonna see the things that we have in the last days, how the Lord is gonna come through. That's like how it is now. A lot of Jake envy the heathen from the perks that they get from, their power on this side.
That's what Asaph said.
Yeah.
I was envious at the wicked.
Yeah, they know they grow up different. A whole different environment. Everything that they get is different from the average Jake, the little perks and the kicks when it comes to, like the elder mentioned about buying cars. I just found out some shit I didn't know about from Edomite at my job, and I'm like, damn. But
Yeah,
they
that's
know
how,
that
That's
shit.
how they been winning. That's how they be winning. But did you read that Sunday?
What's that?
Yeah, Psalm 73, Asaph.
Oh yeah, Con.
Yeah, he said, I was envious at the wicked, but then he said, you read further down, he said, until I went to the tabernacle, you know, and he got understanding, he got light, you know, and then he could see, like, oh shit, I was tripping.
Yep.
We got the shit. Yeah, we got the hook up.
Right.
But yeah, brother, get that verse again.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 8.
Come on.
The mirth of Tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended.
So the tablets is going to your celebrations, and you know, you got the music going, you got the drinks, the libations, and all that. This is what it's talking about, because that's what America is about.
Con.
They still trying to keep it going, but it ain't there no more. You know, the World Series, all that, they still trying to keep that shit going, but it's dead, bro.
Brian and LeBron.
Yeah. That shit's so forced. It's like, yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
It says, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song.
Right, so wine is to make merry.
Right.
But they ain't gonna be drinking it for or with a song. They gonna be drinking in sorrow,
Con.
trying to drown their
Sorrows.
their sorrow. Right. Go ahead.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Don't be bitter to them. So, you know, remember, well, you know, it was a time they'd drink to make a toast to, you know, we just struck this deal and we didn't, you know, this deal went through and let's have a toast and, you know, go, our team won, we done went all the way, you know, cheering. Now they drinking, damn, this job didn't come through.
Right.
I just got laid off, damn, and they drinking till they get it. So yeah, that's Esau right now, you know. And we really got the thing to rejoice for. You know, we're in the position to rejoice because we got salvation coming. All right? So now we are rejoicing. Yeah, we might have a little yayan and get us through this goddamn hell and shit. But even, you know, a lot of times we drink, we in sorrow, but we can still rejoice because we got life to look forward to. Right? You devils, you got, you know,
Slave
ass
ships.
whooping.
Like that Kanye, breaking these
Yeah.
slave ships.
Ass whooping, boy. Yeah, but yeah, that was the point, man. So, all right, you got, all right. And with that, we pray that you brothers out there, and sisters too, also were edified. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory again to
Yeah.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. So to the next one. Y'all stay up, man. Much love. Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Shalom. And shalom to the elders and brothers and sisters on the comment board.
Come.